Hi, thanks for checking out another video on my channel Ideas Box. I'm Jimmy, and today's video is a repair I had to do to one of the pieces of machinery we have here on our small property. This mulcher had a bent finger from a branch, and I've straightened it before, but I thought this time I better do a proper fix. Anywho, let's get into it. We've got this really good mulcher, shredder, chipper, whatever you want to call it. It's really good, very good. And every now and again, see that, it's got a bent finger, so I have to take the top off and straighten that. So the first thing we do is take these two nuts here off. They're not tight, I'm just being lazy. Take that out. Spin that back on there so we don't lose it. Same thing over here. Bit naughty to hit things with an impact gun, but what are you going to do? Now I tip this forward. Other way. Let's have a look at what we're trying to fix. Okay, so I've got to get to that finger there and bend that back, and that shouldn't be too hard. I just knock it back with a hammer. How the hell do I get? Oh, where else is that? Where's that pivoting? I'm not better off. Yes, I'm going to take it off there. Right, is that 14? No, why would it be? Why would it be 14? That one is, so that must be 15 and that's 14. So I'm going to do something which is a bit naughty. I'm going to use a universal on a rattle gun, but given that it's not very tight, I don't think it'll matter. Yes, don't do that. It's a bit naughty, but like I said, they were only through a couple of plates for a pivot, so it's not like it was going to be very tight. Right, now that is a lot easier to get to. Now, one thing you have to watch out for is that it definitely comes back straight, otherwise these blades will hit it on the way past. So what I'll do is I'll get it back nice and straight if I can. Now that's got to come down. Here, I'll show you what I mean. See, that's up at a slight angle. So I've got to bring that down, otherwise, see, that blade's hitting it. There we go. I think that's straight enough for them to pass through. Yes, it clears them by quite a bit. So that's good. But what I would like to do now, how do I strengthen? I don't know if I can. Let's have a look at how much they missed by. Oh, they missed by quite a bit. Here, I'll show you what I mean. They pass through there, so they're missing by quite a bit. So I'm going to try and find some way to strengthen these fingers here, because they're not really very strong. Maybe I'll just weld a piece of Rio along there to make them a bit stronger. I've
cut these two pieces here, which are going to sit about there like that. So the idea is I'll clamp it in place with a pair of vice grips and then tack weld it, and then take the vice grips off and weld it. I have to see how that goes. So I'll try clamping it there. Just have to make sure. Yeah, it still misses it, so that's good. To be honest, I think what I'll do is I'll hold it there and then tack it. So just let me get my welding jacket and my helmet. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm going to have to do this one without the lapel mic on, so the sound might not be quite as good. Because I need to hold, I've got my welding jacket on obviously. I need to hold that one there while I put a couple of tack welds on it, and I want it to be really straight. So I'm going to hold that like that and put a little tack weld just there. Anyway, what could possibly go wrong, hey? Just going to clear it a little bit with the grinder so I get a good earth. Beautiful. Put the earth on there. Here we go. Take that off now at least. Those blades pass it without catching, so that's good. Right, so I think that's all I can do to that. Once again, I'm using universal, but it's not kind of doing anything up super tight. It's just because I'm a bit lazy. So I'll put a few drops of oil in there now. Let that soak in. So do that one up. That one up. That one up. That one goes into sheet metal, so same with this one, it goes into sheet metal. If to get it in the hole. There it is. And this one. And then like that. There we go. Choke. Might need a bit of fuel. Beautiful.
Okay, thanks for watching. As you saw, it was a pretty easy fix in the end. The next day we used a mulcher for about 2 hours and it chewed through branches up to about 50mm or 2 inches thick without any issues. So make sure to click like and subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell too. Well, I reckon that's it for today, so bye for now.